First off, thank you for coming by. And I'm going to ask you, who are you cosplaying and where is she from?
I'm doing Santana from the DC Comicverse. She's the magician, like, side hero, one of them.
Really cool. So what made you decide to choose this costume?
I just think Santana's awesome. I've always loved DC Comics, and I've always loved magic, so I was just like, I'm doing it.
Plain and simple right there. And also, what went into making your costume?
Well, the thing I spent the most work on was this jacket, which I got from Goodwill, and then I had to resize it and make it like a fitted. So I spent about like 5 hours with my neighbor's sewing machine just getting it right. And then the rest of it I just found for cheap, like either in a store or offline.
A lot of research though. So how are you doing Seishun so far?
I love it. This is my second con, and I love cons so much. Like, this is awesome.
Who is your character and where are they from?
I'm actually cosplaying from, not even really a cosplay, it's just an original thing that I just thought up at the last minute and just like.
That's always fun. What made you decide to dress up like this?
I always have these crazy ideas running through my head. I like making like short stories and all that stuff, so I was like, I'll just make something based off of this, 4 seasons. So I decided to do more of a summer theme. So I picked summer flowers, green and gold. I actually have some wings to go with this, but I left them at home because like small con didn't really think to bring them. So.
What all went into getting all this together?
Not really. Like I already had this dress, and this probably took about 6 hours. Yeah. It's a lot of floral wire, gold paints. I bought all the flowers at Michael's, and these flowers were hand painted gold and sprayed with gold.
So who are you cosplaying and where are they from?
I'm cosplaying Samus Aran from the Super Metroid series.
Ooh. So what made you decide to choose this cosplay?
Well, I grew up playing the Metroid games. My brother and I kind of bonded over them. And Samus is one of those characters that is strong and feminine without having to show a lot of skin. And that really intrigued me. I'd never done armor before I launched into this. And it was just something that I've always wanted to do. And I realized that there was nothing really actually holding me back except for myself. So I decided to do it.
And that's a big endeavor. Now I know you got a lot going on. So what really went into making all of this costume?
About 250 hours and about $250. Most of this is craft foam. There is a lot of styrene underneath stuff and a couple of like really random objects. There's like a couple of Pringles cans for my jetpack, random fact, and a lot of Photoshoot, which is like a thermoplastic felt thing, and styrene and stuff like that. But it's mostly just craft foam.
That's awesome, making all that. So what is your character and who's it from?
I'm Euphemia from Code Geass.
Awesome. So what made you decide to choose this character?
Euphemia is a lot of what I like and enjoy in characters. I love royal characters, and I love cats, and Euphemia loves cats. I also love crazy people, so in the end, when she goes a little crazy, I really enjoyed it.
Crazy Cats is awesome. So what all went into making this actually?
Tears, lots of tears, but mostly it's brocade and Costa satin, baby silk, chiffon, and turkey feathers for the wings.
Oh, that's really cool. Let's get a shot of the wings. Awesome. This looks really good.
Hey, I'm here with these awesome cosplayers. Can you guys tell me who you're cosplaying and where they come from?
I'm Rapunzel from the Disney movie Tangled.
And I'm Princess Aurora from the Disney movie Sleeping Beauty.
What was your decision in cosplaying these characters?
I love Rapunzel. She's such a free-spirited character, and I love her design. I actually have done her braided hair version too. I just didn't feel like wearing it today, so I made that wig, and it was a task. But I have a lot of passion for the character, and I love the movie, so that's my reason.
And actually for me, I've always been a huge fan of Sleeping Beauty, and kind of the main reason I chose her is because my friends recommended that I look the most like her. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I am a huge fan, but not to the extent I'm not like a huge fan of her character. But it's just that I could pull her off really well, so I was like, it just seems like a really fun costume to make, so that's kind of why I chose her.
What all went into making these costumes?
I made all of this actually, and I fabric painted all of this skirt, all the designs on it in one night because I was behind, and it took a lot of effort. And then all of this, I hand sewed some of it and machine sewed, and then painted all the
detailing here. And then I also made the wig from, the other version I did, but I don't have it on today. And that was probably the most difficult part of it.
And actually, this was I actually combined different patterns to make this, and it's basically 2 different pieces. And I actually have to totally made this by myself, like didn't even have a pattern. All in all, it's pretty simple costume to make, but I'm still like a really new beginner. So making it, this is the first time I've ever made like a really long dress, and so I didn't realize what all that was put into it. And I was like, never again, never again.
So we're here with another lovely cosplayer today. And what's her cosplay and what's it from?
Super Sailor Moon from Sailor Moon.
So what made you pick this character?
She's been my favorite my entire life. It was my first ever anime. Yes, I love it.
So what went into making this cosplay?
My boyfriend bought it for me, but I altered it to fit better and everything. Altered the length, everything else up to the wig. I just totally made. Yeah, like resin casting, all kinds of stuff. It's PVC, foam, and clay up top.
Wow, looks great. You look great.
So we're here with this awesome cosplay couple. So who are you from and what are they from?
I am Link from, technically Brawl, and I left half the costume at home. It's whatever.
And who are you and where is she from?
I'm a Pride Valkyrie from the Dungeons and Dragons game.
That's cool. Y'all look really good. So what made you decide to choose Dark Link?
It was my first cosplay, and originally I was Green Link, and everybody kept calling me Dark Link anyway. I wonder why. But yeah, so, I ended up going with Dark Link and then Zelda, because I get called both. Who knows?
That's cool. So what made you decide to choose yours?
Well, it's actually supposed to be a barbarian at first, but then I put it on and it looked a little too elegant, so we're like, okay, Valkyrie instead. So.
But it looks really, really good. So what went all into making your costume?
My costume, the chainmail, which I have to repair every 5 minutes. Basically, I bought it from ThinkGeek.com. Tunic I sewed myself. Hat sewed myself. That's pretty much it. Everything else I got from a China shop and sewed that up too. These are my church pants and some Luke Skywalker boots. Pretty much it.
It's dope. So what went into making your armor and your costume as well?
Well, armor is actually the Eva foam. So we just, anything that needed to be bent, we held over the stovetop and left that and stuck it in the freezer to help it hold its shape. And then we coated it in glue to do the pores and close them up, and then painted it on top of that.
That looks tedious, but really, really well done. I love it.
I'm here with this awesome cosplayer. Can you tell me who you're cosplaying and where they are from?
Hi, I'm doing a gender bend Lolita Jet Black from Cowboy Bebop, which, it's airing on Adult Swim right now, so if you haven't seen it, it's kind of old. But yeah, I did, he's generally a male character, kind of bald and burly, but I kind of Lolita him up, so.
What was your decision in cosplaying this character?
Well, generally a lot of the characters I like to cosplay are boys, but I don't always want to be a boy, and I'm not a big burly guy, and a lot of the characters I want to be are a big kind of strong men. So it's always fun to do a gender bend, so you get the different options, and because of that you can kind of do anything with the outfit. So it's actually pretty fun to oh, big strong man, I'm gonna make you a dainty girl.
What went into making this costume?
I actually had help from a girl who goes by Bewitched Raven's cosplay, and she does a lot of her own, and she actually is teaching me how to do my own. And what we did is I actually drew the design myself from kind of looking at reference pictures and everything like that. And we went in together and did the outfit and everything, shopping and everything like that. And it's actually pretty easy and simple than I thought it would be originally. But we made, instead of doing just a standard dress, we incorporated his jumpsuit into the JSK, because it's Lolita-ish. And generally you're not supposed to show your petticoat, but since it's more of a cosplay, I kind of took a liberty with it.
So here we are today with another awesome cosplayer. So, what's your cosplay today and what is it from?
It's Red from Pokemon.
Oh, so what made you pick this character?
Well, actually, besides the fact that I love Pokemon, obviously, up to daily generations, there was actually a group that I was supposed to do with a bunch of friends, which they bailed on me, so I'm here by myself. But yeah, I just really like Pokemon, and this is like the main character from the first game, so it's like an iconic thing for me.
Okay, so tell me, what went into making this cosplay?
This is actually the first costume I've actually made. It's like I've bought some before and had people help me making them, but see, it's kind of shitty with the strings and stuff. But it was actually you feel really accomplished after you do it, even if it's something simple like this. Like it took a few hours. The hardest part was just adding the zipper onto it. But yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, I felt accomplished.
So we're here at Seishun with a very talented photographer. Go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Hello, I'm Kung Fu Fish Photos. You can find me on Facebook and Flickr. I usually do cosplay pictures. I'm trying to branch out and do more fashion, weddings, stuff like that.
Cool. So about how much equipment, 'cause I see you have a lot over there. How much equipment do you actually have to bring and carry with you?
Usually, I'm like a one light photographer or a natural light. So usually I'll just have like a good prime lens, or I have my 24 to 105, not on me right now, but usually I'll stick with a softbox or an umbrella, just something small and not much to carry around.
Cool. So do you favor like daytime or nighttime shoots? And what's your favorite shoot have been so far?
Usually I prefer like a little bit later in the evening. The light's a little bit nicer, not as harsh. I've had a lot of great shoots, a lot of great cosplayers I've been able to work with. It's hard to name like a certain one, but yeah, they've all been pretty good.
Something all of them, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for stopping by and talking with us, and we're gonna let you get back to all these cosplayers.